this is not just to pick on Cody-Parkey, the Browns' former kicker, who's, we saw it, kick went up, hit the crossbar, went away. It's not just that. Cody-Parkey missing that key field goal for the Chicago Bears, kind of epidemic of what's going around the NFL right now, which is hardly anybody can find any kickers. So what I really, by the way, this is amazing too. That is the 6th time this season, 6, that Cody-Parkey has had an extra point or field goal go off the goalpost. You can't, you could kick the ball 50 times and couldn't hit it 6 times, trying to hit it. So anyway, so what's the point? Here's the point. Since Phil-Dawson left the Browns in 2012, they've had not 1, not 4, not 5, 7 different guys kicking field goals. 7. I'm going to try to name them all. I may not come close. I tried to memorize this before I came on, but there were a couple. The first was Billy Cundiff. And then you had a guy named Patrick Murray. I got 2. Greg Joseph, that's the last kicker. That's 3. Zane Gonzalez, he was kicking early in the season. That's 4. Here's one that I forgot about, a name, Travis Kuntz. That's 5. Garrett Hartley is 6, and I'm missing 1. So we're just saying there's 6. There was a 7th somewhere. We'll have it in the text of the story. But 7 in 6 years. Now, this is not a plea to bring back Phil-Dawson. Finally, at the age of 42, Phil's finally done. It looked like he only made about 75% of his kicks this year for Arizona. So that's it. But the point is, the Browns bailed out on Phil-Dawson way too early. And I really think for the Browns to be a consistent contender, and that's what we start to talk about now as this team grows, they got to fix these special teams, and they got to find a kicker. Maybe Greg Joseph, who actually did pretty well. He was 17 out of 20 on field goals. That's a pretty good percentage. But he kept missing extra points. See, a lot is what happened in the NFL now. Since they moved that extra point back, it's like a 32-yard field goal. It just seems like ever since that happened, where the old extra point, if you got kicking a 21-yard field goal, this is like 32 yards, it's messed these guys up. There's horrible kicking all over the league. One of the reasons, by the way, the Baltimore Ravens did make the playoffs this year is they have an excellent kicker, the best in all the NFL. Justin Tucker makes 90% of his field goals, and they have great special teams. The Browns special teams I don't care whether they'll get Pro Football Focus, Football Outsiders, the eye test, 32 teams, they're like 34th. Basically they rank 32. It seems like they've just been terrible. So that has to be fixed. And meanwhile, I think not only the Browns, but a lot of these other teams have to put more emphasis on finding a good kicker. Because too often in the past, NFL teams view this as if this kicker's no good, I'll just bring in another guy, I'll bring in another guy. Well, you see what happens. Cody-Parkey, by the way, was with Philadelphia. That was his first team. Then he was with the Browns, and now he's with the Bears. So he's already with 3 teams. And these guys kind of bounce from team to team. But you really want, to find, and I don't know who that kicker is, your next Justin Tucker, who's meant so much to Baltimore. So, John Dorsey, who loves special teams, he had top 10 special teams when he was a general manager in Kansas City. He was a special teams player a long time ago in Green Bay. John, fix your special teams, find a kicker.